Hey there, everyone. So, welcome back to another Fox recording. So, in the last episode, we finally double ranked up to 7Q. And I just want to kind of clarify something. I know maybe some of you guys don't have any questions of this, but I don't know what my true rank is because I've never really played ranked matches. I have, but then I kind of stopped after I got to like 9Q. And then ever since then, I have not played ranked matches. I played a lot of matches in the club. I played a lot of matches against David, GU, and everything. But that's all unranked matches. And so I would guesstimate that I'm roughly around 5Q OGS. What that translates to in Fox, there's a nice document or a nice image, either on the OGS forum or on Reddit, where they kind of convert your rank. Like if you were 5Q on OGS, what would your rank be on Fox? And I think the latest image was back in 2018. And it says that I should be, quote unquote, should be roughly around 2Q on Fox. So, since this is a series to become Path to Dawn, we're going to keep taking this account as far as we can. Now, granted, we're going to have losses, and I'm hoping that losses are okay. It looks to be like if we lose 11 times, we will rank down, but if we win 10 times, we will rank up once, and 14 times, we will rank up twice. So I'm hoping that we will be able to kind of
Someone invites you to play.
Go forward. Sure. And we're just gonna get started right now. Can I? So we are up against a 7Q, Japanese 7Q. Okay. How do I play? Oh, they exit the room. So they saw my record. They didn't want to play me. Okay. So, okay. And so we're just going to go from there. And I'm hoping that people don't leave when they see my record. But we're going to get started now. All right. 19 by 19, 20 minutes, 60 seconds. Let's do this.
Start to play.
All right, we got a game. We got a game. And so, and the person that we are playing up against is a 7Q. Awesome. This looks to be like the farther side, so I will like to approach. Now, how do I want to approach? Let's approach low. We might be able to do the Joseki where we build, or they take the corner and we take outside influence. Fine. We will do this. Okay, and we'll do the exact same thing that they're doing. Sure. It looks like they're playing a lot more solid than the others, but I'm going to take a high approach on this one. Interesting. Okay, so they are planning to build their bottom side, or their left side. There's still an invasion right here, so I'm not too worried about it. It looks to be... Can I take your corner? They want to fight in this area. Okay, they're gonna cut. Yes. Question is, do we want to fight this? If I go down, if I target down, he goes down, I connect. He honeys. He gets the corner pretty much, right? But if I push through downwards, he's pushing me on the second line, and I don't typically like that. But I'm thinking I don't need to connect, right? I can just push down like this, right? And he can squeeze. That's fine. You can squeeze all you want. But now I have the outside. And I'm fairly strong here. And there's a cut. There's peeping moves here. I could make a base. If he peeps, then we... You know what? I'm going to take away his tiger's mouth, and then I will make a base. Okay, and so... What? We just approach right here? Approach high, approach low. You know what? Let's approach here. We have a nice wall. That's a little much. I can now just push you straight towards my wall. You can't really connect underneath. And he is really going for it. Let's see here. What do we want? This is exciting. Okay, so we can attach. Or we can just move out and build our Moyo up, right? Now, our group is one more move and we're alive, essentially. But we do have to be mindful of our liberties here. So, can I surround? Do I jump? Do I attach? If I attach, he hanes, we cut back. Or if I attach, he hanes inside, we disconnect. He Ataris upwards. I can cap, I can surround. You know what? Let me attach. I want to connect my groups together. Okay. I'm going to do this. He's going to attach right here. Sure. And we are just going to surround. Yeah, just surround. Protect our group. This doesn't really work. Okay. And he has to fix his cut, right? So, how do I want to do this? Yeah. Okay. Now, we do have a weak group. We have this group here, and we have these group here. This one's already facing the center, so we can always run out. It's this group right here that is somewhat in trouble. If he pushes on top, that's an issue. If he pushes right here, we can block, he can cut, and then we can separate the group, right? So why don't we do a solid connection? No, let's just try to connect back to our group. We'll sacrifice this one stone. Maybe. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, Atari. Now, do we want to give him this eye? If we connect, he cuts. We Atari. He goes down. And we're in trouble. Right? So, I would like to kind of disrupt his corner here. Can I? I would love to peep right here and then kind of connect back. Can I do that? If I peep, he connects, we block. He goes out, down. Yeah, we're going to connect and then we're going to peep at his corner. And then we're just going to do this. Pull back. Okay. And now what are you going to do? Yep. Now he's running with his group. We have weaknesses. He can peep. So let's just do a... I don't know. We have an eye. We can take another eye here. How aggressive do I want to be? That's the question. Let us... I don't know. If he peeps, push, block. Let us surround. Yeah, he's gonna push. Oh no, he's not. Interesting. Okay. I don't think this works for him because we can cut. Uh-huh. Yes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 liberties. If I block here, he goes down. We honey. Right? If I block here, he connects. We protect. And we're fine. So I think the honey's okay. And then we shall protect. There we go. Okay. And now he's trying to escape. There is potentially 2 eyes here. No. This right here. If I honey here. This looks weird. This looks very weird. This thing. Right now, I have a cut. I don't want to get cut. If he cuts, if I protect, he cuts Atari up, Atari out. Atari up, Atari out. I think this is okay. So we're going to protect, and then we are going to net this stone over here. Okay, that is fine. If he builds 2 eyes, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. I feel like there's something here. If I play here... Yeah, I feel like I could disconnect. Okay, so that's not a true eye. We can always hit here. So can I get rid of this eye? And what do I do? This eye? Does this get rid of the eyes? I can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell. If I push here, I think this does something. It might not. It really might not. That's... I can't tell. Does this work? Yeah? That doesn't do anything, right? Boom, boom. Yeah, I can't tell. Anyways, so I let him deal with that. This is just code threads for later on. Let's take a look at the other group here. We could clamp here too. Okay, but let's take a look at these code threads over here. Or not code threads, just threats. Can I move out here? I don't know a good way to kind of surround this group. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build my corner over here. And I'm just going to take an enclosure or just the upper side. I don't know. One or the other. I'm alive here. He comes out. We have 2 eyes. We could clamp here and then have him run. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But if we take a look at our time right now, we have 9 minutes on the clock. We've used up quite a bit of time. Yeah. We're alive. We're alive. You know what? I just want to... Is this group alive? We are alive, I feel. If we play down, he plays... Push. Yeah, I'm not too sure. This is a pretty far area right here. I could ask a question here. If I play here, I'm going to shoulder hit this, because this kind of comes in line with this attack over here. Can I split you? Do you mind if I do? And I'm just going to connect back up to my group here. And I'm going to honey. Now the question is, do I have strength to double honey? I want to double honey, and I'm going to. This is connected back up to my group. We don't have to be hyper aggressive here. So I'm just going to do this. Connect. He's going to approach. And yeah, we'll just get on back. And that is a very far group. We can split it. I don't think we need to be that aggressive. We can kick. I don't really need to be that aggressive, to be honest. I have my prophet here. I have my prophet here. I'm building my side here. Yeah, my area looks good. This is not yet alive. I want to see what he does here. Okay. Atari. He's gonna go down. Ooh, he's gonna run. He's going to run. Where are you running, bud? Okay. Gonna poke. Gonna jump. And as he's running to live, I am making good shape here. I don't think that works. Yeah, that doesn't really work. Let's say I do this. What are you gonna do? Okay. And if I protect. Okay. If I... Let's see. Can I do anything else? Up. Down. Okay, what if I target this direction? Really? Okay. Can I split? Can he make an eye right here? Let's just pop his eye right here. We'll just come on out. Sure. If he lives, that's fine. Ooh, that's the wrong direction. He should have netted. Well, let's see. What if I fill up? Okay, let's just go up. Okay. I hope he cuts. No, he doesn't. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's just connect our group. He's gonna take it. Rightfully his. And then we can split this group up. So gonna pillar up. Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay. Interesting. We have a weak group, so we're going to protect. And we are going to... I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. How are we gonna do this, guys? I'm getting too aggressive here, right? Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me push right here. Push right here. Interesting. Yeah, this one will be good. Okay. I'm gonna take that. Okay, we're just gonna defend. Yep. Sure. He cuts Atari up, down. We're gonna protect our cut right here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, just protect. Jump. Ooh, he did see that. Okay. I was hoping he didn't see that.
Yo-Yomi now starts.
Okay. You can connect. Can I connect here? Okay. 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 If I cut here, throw in. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay. Just gonna make sure that my group here is alive. If he hanes, we hane. Atari, he Ataris us back. We take, we fill, he comes out, we Atari. Okay, we're good. We're just gonna play endgame here. He does have to be careful right here. If I Atari, he pushes, Atari down. I don't know. Sure, why not? Yep. Gonna push through. Okay, we're gonna connect here. Gonna connect here. Okay, we're already connected, so it's not a big deal. Let me see. 1, 2 eyes. Yep, we're good. I wonder. I mean, that's a co, right? So couldn't I just do this as a co-threat? And just take this back? Hmm. Mm-hmm. We traded this whole area. So I got this whole quadrant, he got this, right? That's the trade. Yeah, I don't know if I won this game. Atari up. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, that's fine. Let me see. Anything else? Ooh, this is a point. I think this is a point, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I won. Yeah. Losing that corner. So this corner here was the big one. I think this was worth more than the ones that I lost here. How much did I win by? Yeah, I won by 20 points. Yeah, he should have went and saved his corner. I'm pretty sure if he saved his corner, the score would have been about 10 points closer. But this was just way too big. I mean, how many stones did I give up? So let's go to the game analysis. Okay, and let me switch the screen here. Right here. I wish I talked more, but once I'm focused, it's really hard for me to kind of... So right here, right? This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points. As of right now, I'm still up ahead by 14 points. So I had such a massive side here. Then the end game, I still have a couple push and prods here. So I wasn't too worried about it, in all honesty. But let's see here. Let's keep going. This was just a good endgame here. We had some nice ones. We should have connected here, in all honesty. But I was afraid of this. He knocks out one eye, he goes in, and then he does a co situation. I didn't want a co situation here, so I probably didn't need to play here, to be honest. But it is what it is. I didn't want to play here, right? Because if I play here, he cuts, I push, he goes out, I push, he turns, right? And then this gets me into big trouble. Like if he takes, and then he, you know, connects, and then he pushes here, I'm dead. So I already saw that. So I was like, you know, if I'm gonna lose a tail, just lose a tail. That's fine. Because I already kind of eyeballed. I was like, yeah, this area is as big as this area, right? And I have this bottom area, this top area, and the corner, right? My right is about equivalent to his left. So the question is, if I'm just basing it off on that, who is more ahead? Well, I have a corner plus the middle plus a little bit of the side. He has 5 stones, 3 stones plus, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So he has about 10 points in territory only. I had that in one corner. So I was very comfortable just playing super risky moves. And if I lost this whole tail, is this tail equivalent to this corner? And I judged it. I was like, you know what? It kind of does look big, right? I played that as a code threat for that reason. And let's go to the code situation here. Oops. Yeah. So right here, this is great. I can't fill. Whoops. Say that I fill. I can't because it's a snapback. So I have 2 free moves, right? 2 free moves. And this was a code threat. And he's like, no, that's not a code threat. I'm going to take your stones. I was like, okay, well, what did you get? You got 2, 4, 6, 7, and then 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 max. If I look at this area, That's 1, 2, 3, 4 of my stones that would have been captured. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it's 15 stones to 17 stones, right? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, just 17 stones of his without including the captures here. And I was like, sure. Just, this is a dead 5, right? If he captures, oops, we would play here. It's a dead 5. If he tries to make an eye, we kill the eye. If he takes, this is a false eye. If he takes, this is a false eye, right? And I'm connected everywhere else, so I'm not afraid of my group dying. If he throws in, it doesn't do anything. We're still connected here, right? We're still connected. So this corner is dead, and I lost this, right? He could have Atari'd, but it would cost him a couple moves to kind of, you know, Atari back, but then I can always connect. So it wasn't a big deal for me to lose this tail. But again, maintain your composure. There's still... Okay, so there's still... You know, say that he fills in this. There's still this move prior. You know, prior to my stones being captured, right? There's still this move. I was very curious about this move here. Will he give it to me? If he does, I have this. Atari. Atari. So I already saw this prior to all of this happening. So this was something that I was aiming for later on, towards the end game when things are a little bit less Sente-ish, and I have time to kind of guess, hey, where's my next move going to be? Yeah, because if I play here and he plays here, right? Atari, you don't want me to coming in and disrupting everything. So, and you know, he has to block me, because if he plays here, this is a double Atari anyway. So it makes sense to block. If he goes like this, still Atari, push through, right? And this gets into a situation where it's very it's a very weird shape. I mean, this is probably the best case scenario, is that I just divide his territory in half. We could have done something like this. He might have connected, right? If we split, he does something like this. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. So it's something. But anyways, let's go review a little bit. Let's see. Was this a harder match? Yes. Definitely a lot harder than the 9Q and the other 8Qs I played against. Did I feel comfortable throughout the game? Yes. I felt like I was in control the whole game. So the question is, where could I have done better? Opening, I think we were pretty okay. It's this one that was kind of weird to me. I know that he wants to take left side. So I was like, well, if you didn't defend your corner, I'm going to take a corner. And that was the whole point. Now, the splitting move here, we had to read it out, right? If he went down like this, right? And then he cuts, we extend, he turns, we go down, we still capture it. So I read the Atari, I was, didn't seem like it was going to be a thing. If he turns this way, we're still alive, right? We're still very much alive. We have a nice wall to approach later on. He might have to kind of push us here, but we have his corner. We have a good Moyo on the right side, which is equivalent to his left side. And then we have the top left-hand corner. So that was pretty good. Again, this was a great squeeze. This is really good on his part. This was a Gote move. He didn't have to play this. This is in the opening. This is 1-2 points. Even if I take the... He could have moved maybe even right here to solidify his points or even approach my corner. And if I take this, that's 2 points, 3 points. And he's able to approach a corner and then, you know, say that I take and then he invades, or he takes big moil, or he settles, right? I got 3 points. He got like 8 points in Sente. So this was a very Gote move. And I didn't have to respond to this. Now, what did I do? Why did I play this move? Well, I should have played a closure, or I could have made a base. What I didn't like the idea is him growing his left side, because if he pushes on top, there's an Atari next, I have to block, and then he gets to do this. And then I have to extend because I don't want to get Atari'd, and then he gets to push us flat. I didn't like being confined to this area where his left side is growing bigger than my right. So I extended up, knowing that he might approach my area. And if he does, so be it. He got a couple points here, 8 points. He's on the 3rd line. I'm fine with that. But I get to kind of run out. I already have one eye. Just need to run out, and as I'm running out, I get to disrupt his moil, or I get to build points. He decides to form the bamboo. Let's say that he Tanukis, and I push through, because that's what the bamboo is protecting against. Blocks, push, right? There's issues. Yeah, I agree. There's issues. He might have to do this, and then I can do this. And maybe he was afraid of this, where he takes and then I take the corner. Maybe that's something that he was scared of. I've reduced him down to the 2nd line, and I've taken the corner back. But it's still a little too small in the opening, I feel. And then once I'm able to get this, even if he pushes, right? Even if he pushes, I have a very strong shape that oversees a base. I have a 4-stone wall. I extended around 4 to 5 steps away. I didn't want to go too close to his strength, so I kind of backed off one. Maybe that was a chicken move. Maybe not. But you guys saw there was a big fight. Now, the fighting, I could have done better. In all honesty, I probably should have done better. Maybe just jumped out. Let him worry about life in here. He might have jumped out with me, and then I might be able to kind of press him. And as he jumps, right? As he jumps, oops, we are push. We are building our territory, which you guys kind of saw anyways. With my invasion on this side and the reduction here, I did build the wall back out to my right side. And as he's running away to get life, again, we can always push and then, you know, jump out. That's fine, right? He blocks, he pushes, maybe he blocks this way. Or if he pushes like this, that's fine. He takes, we Hane, protect the side, yeah. So, and this disrupts his side. I don't mind that. So I probably should have done that. But I didn't want him to kind of, if I jump, then he jumps here. I was kind of like, oh, now I'm stuck between 2 areas. Wasn't sure. Maybe I was too chicken. I'm going to take Inkyo's trademark, chicken move. I played a chicken move. So I attached just to see what he did. Granted, I probably should have just done the double attach here. Right? He has to connect. We surround kind of thing. Right? Or we kind of push right here. Completely seal it off. He might Atari. Okay. And if he does, then we just...
Someone invites you to play.
No. We just Atari it this way, then we jump. Something like that. Put pressure on the 2 stones here. And as he's running, right? As he's running, we're running. And, you know, if he jumps, we can wedge, right? He has to fix one of the sides. Most likely he's going to fix this side. And then we keep running. Right? Because our group is weak currently. And his group is weak. And as we're running, we're building strength. Okay, so he might do something like this, and we might run again. Back to our strength at home, right? And then his group down here is still not yet alive. Now he might try to do something like this. Okay. But again, you guys saw there was an invasion down here. If he tries to do this, we poke out this eye. He goes here, we kill this eye. He goes here, we flatten that eye. Right? So this becomes a liberty race to our group down here. So this is a very important liberty race here. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties because I had to fill before I pinch. So there is some issues, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 liberties. So he has to fill here, otherwise it's Atari, and then we get it. So he has to fill there, and we will fill here. He blocks here, we connect. And now he's gonna have to try to do something here, right? This is one eye with more liberties to one eye with only code liberty, and most likely I would finish it. There's not a big enough code threat that is worth this much points in the beginning. Anyways, so that's I could have done better with the fighting. This was my issue with David's game too, is I don't read liberties very well, and when I'm fighting, I don't pay attention to my weak groups. So, and you guys saw, I invaded pretty nicely. Now I'm wondering if I could have pushed up first, let him block, and then Atari, and then Atari. I don't know. All right, and then Atari this side. He might go here, we Atari, he captures, and we throw in, and he pushes out, right? And then he makes 2 eyes. Maybe? I don't know. So those are plays. He played very well in protecting his corner. I didn't read the Tsuji well, so that was my fault. But I had already a huge influence right here. So this is what gave me a lot of confidence, was building my right side. Okay. This right side right here, facing. Okay, so that is what really was nice. I have a weak group here, so I need to kind of connect it back up. Okay. And then this was just an ask, hey, what are you going to do? Again, if he ignores, I take, we're connected. So that was just asking. He decides to connect. I was like, okay, fine. And then I decide to hit the shape move. Now, maybe Katago has another variation. I don't know how I could have reduced this area to 1 eye. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. He decided to go here. Should I have pillared down? No, that he plays here, that I play here. He has 1 eye. I have 1 eye. And then he just needs to fill out, right? He just needs to fill this out. Right? Yeah, and that just lives. So I don't know what the variation is here. So anyways, we decide to shoulder hit. We had the invasion down here, but I wanted to get straight to kind of bully this middle group around. So we did. He decided to Tanuki. I don't think that was the right move right now, because I mean, he only had 1 more move to play, but still I played it. And I think he noticed, so he tried to kind of make an eye, but he can't because I'll just play here. If he goes down, I connect, right? Or he wouldn't go down, he would fill, go down, connect, and then he'll play here, but I could still falsify that eye. So this is still a 1-eye group because I played at the vital point here. Okay, we push through. This is great. What he did. Making life, forcing Sente, so that was a really, really nice thing. I got greedy. In all honesty, I got greedy. I should have just hit right here, Or I should have just, made good shape or invade, just take my profit while he spends one more move surviving, right? And then attach, right? He invades. Right? If he cuts, I don't think that does anything. And then we get the cornerback, something like that. So something like that. So we could have just gone this and we would have been up by like 40 something points. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was interesting. 7Q definitely much more challenging, but still a lot of issues in terms of their Gote moves. So hope you guys enjoy. See you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody.